From Eau Claire Memorial High School, Zaleski Sports presents high school football. It's homecoming for the Old Abes tonight as they host the Red Raiders from Wisconsin Rapids. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Radovich, joined up here in the broadcast booth by Dave Sparger, longtime Memorial coach. And Spargs, both of these teams come in with winless records, and yet both have been close at times this season to getting that first win.
Yeah, they both struggled a little early to start the season, but you could see the development come as it got about to game 3-4. And you're right, in that era, right in the middle of the season, they were really close to getting a couple of W's. And I think, this is one of the things where tonight they're ready to really put their best foot forward and see if they can get their first win.
Eau Claire Memorial, last time we were here, lost a heartbreaker in the crosstown showdown to Eau Claire North. Old Abes getting stuffed at the goal line as time ran out. Last week, game kind of got away from them over at Menominee. How do they kind of bounce back? Can they use homecoming as something to kind of rally around?
Yeah, I think last week has just got to be forgotten. I think once that game ended, you could just tell they weren't mentally ready to play. A lot of injuries played a factor in that. Marcus Holmbrook, we'll talk about him a little bit. He was not able to go due to injuries, and that's their number one quarterback. They had to bring back Aaron Gunlock to all of a sudden throw him in there. He hadn't had a lot of time to prepare for that. So that one was just one of those games you got to just let go, right? Don't worry about it. Let's move forward. And like you said, now this week with all the homecoming festivities, all the stuff that brews with homecoming, all the excitement, this is what Memorial is now looking forward to. And again, they're looking across that field going, hey, they're 0-6, we're 0-6. We've got as good a chance as anybody tonight.
This is the Play It Again Sports pregame show. Be your best with equipment from Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. You talk about Wisconsin Rapids. Eau Claire Memorial did win this matchup last year over in Rapids, 30-22, although that was a game that went right down to the wire. Rapids in the first 4 weeks of the season found themselves on the wrong end of some one-sided scores, and yet you look at the last 2 weeks, what they've done, they've been right in the game against two pretty strong teams.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, after 4 weeks, they had a total of 13 points offensively, and it was a little bit of a struggle. But again, new coach, new system, kind of took a little bit to get going. But yeah, you look at the last 2 weeks, they lost to Marshfield, who was a real good, solid team, 24-13, but in it all the way. I mean, they were right there the whole length of the games. They were right there, a chance to win that one late. And then they come out and play Wausau West, 14-12 was that game. And then you find out that Wausau West knocked off Stevens Point, who's leading the conference. So they obviously have shown they could put a good product on the field and give themselves a chance to win.
Red Raiders and Old Abes here at Eau Claire Memorial High School, the first ever homecoming here at this complex, and it's a festive atmosphere. It sure helps when the weather cooperates. We got a game time temperature of 79 degrees. Sparks, we're into October, and it was in the 80s all day. It was a beautiful day here in the western side of Wisconsin. Mancino's Grinders and Pizza has been a family tradition for almost 30 years. For the best hot sandwich in town, grab a grinder or online for takeout and delivery at mancinoseauclair.com. Mancino's Grinders and Pizza, locally owned and operated, conveniently located on Brackett Avenue, right near Memorial High School. And if we lean out the broadcast booth here and through our window, we can see Mancino's off to our left. So I thank them and all of our sponsors for helping to support these broadcasts on Zaleski Sports. Wisconsin Rapids wearing the white jerseys tonight. White pants, white helmets, red numerals and red trim. Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes in their home purple uniforms with the white helmets and the white pants. We got a big-time crowd here tonight for homecoming at Eau Claire Memorial. We can still squeeze you in here if you're on the south side of town looking for something to do. Otherwise, sit back, relax, enjoy the action here on Zaleski Sports. One of a number of games we will have for you on this Friday night. Sparks, hard to believe. We were getting down to the stretch run of the regular season.
Yeah, we're down to the final 3 games. This is game 7 here. You only got 2 left after this, so a lot of playoff situational games tonight. We start looking at where the seeding's going to happen and where teams are going to fall as far as the conference standings go. So it'll be fun here the last 3 weeks and a good slate of games tonight for sure.
Eau Claire North is at Stevens Point. Those two teams 2-2 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. It'll be Wausau West making the trip to Marshfield. Chippewa Falls heads to D.C. Everest. In the Big Rivers, big one, River Falls, just one loss on the season, heads to unbeaten Rice Lake. New Richmond at Menominee, both of those teams 4-2 overall, 2-2 in the conference. And Winless Superior is at Hudson tonight. Right now, from Eau Claire Memorial High School, it's the Old Abe Pep Band with their rendition of our national anthem.
Tonight by members of the Eau Claire Memorial Choir.
Fantastic job by the Eau Claire Memorial Choir. Band sat that one out. But what a nice rendition. And how about Marius Simmons, number 76, setting his helmet down and joining in with the choir. That's Sparks, that's high school sports. That's the best part of it.
Yeah, you and I were talking about that off the air before the game even started, how this homecoming just brings it all out. You get to see the band, you get to see the choir, you got the dance team, the stunt team, and everybody. You just get to see all the involvement all these kids get in high school and all the opportunities that they need to take advantage of.
Yeah, you're right about that. You get the whole community as part of the school. We saw it last week up at Eau Claire North. Huge crowd up there, and it's just good to see everybody. And same story here. And a beautiful night for high school football. In the Chippewa Valley, collectors know where to go, and that's Slab Factory in Eau Claire. Pokemon cards, sports cars, buying, selling, or trading. It is the place where the hobby comes alive. Swing in today and discover something new only at Slab Factory, located at 2527 Claremont Avenue. And thanks to our game day sponsor, Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire, proud to support local student athletes. That is Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Spargs, if we're looking at keys to the game, what are those for Eau Claire Memorial?
Get off to a fast start. They've got to find a way to move the football and get points early. You'd really like to put the pressure on Wisconsin Rapids to have to answer. Again, the best that Rapids has done this year is put 14 points up in a game. So really, the Old Abes, if they can jump out early, they're going to have to have good momentum start.
Old Abes will have the ball first. Rapids will kick off. We are approaching the 7 o'clock hour. Getting ready for what figures to be a very competitive game between the Red Raiders and the Old Abes. Back deep for Eau Claire Memorial. Jackson Zuliger, who wears number 2, and Ben Strayer, number 36. Kicking it off for Rapids. It's number 27, Aspen Tritz. And he kicks it short and caught by the Old Abes. So Memorial heads up on the receiving team. They will start on offense first. Starting lineups brought to you by Toyson Ford. Up front, Silas Bonner, Jake Graham, Jack Model, Dylan Landy, Kane Lyons. Aaron Gunlock will be the quarterback. Receivers, Carter Jager, Ben Strayer, Jackson Zuliger. Mason Lauscher is the fullback. Zach Johnson is the running back. Sorry, Sparks, I cut you off there.
Well, I'm just going to say, right there's an example of what you expect tonight. Anything. Both teams are 0-6, and what does Rapids come out and do? Onside kick. And I was just going to say that before that kick even started. Be ready tonight. You're going to see a lot of things. Both teams, a lot of trick plays. You just got to be ready for everything. When a team's 0-6, everything's fair game.
Here's Aaron Gunlock. His first start this season. He was a starter last year at Memorial, going deep. Gunlock throwing it up for grabs. Good battle by Jackson Zuliger, but defended well on that near side by Wisconsin Rapids. That was Carter Karbowski on the coverage. The Wisconsin Rapids defensive starters. Starting lineups brought to you by Toyson Ford, Connor Vine, Wyatt Youngworth, Brandon Martin up front, J.D. Weiland, Pete Steinhoffel, Oakley Plouse, Sawyer Brooks are the linebackers. Karbowski, Caden Shalinsky, Jacob Mansell, Jaden Carter. And there's a deep ball, and it's caught. And going into the end zone for the touchdown is Ben Strayer. And just like that, Eau Claire Memorial goes up top, hits on a big pass, and the Old Apes grab that early lead.
Yeah, we talked about quick strength. They had to come out hot, and they did it. How about 2 passes? Their first 2 are bombs. First one doesn't quite connect. They come back to the short side of the field, right on the money. That time from Aaron Gunlock.
So how about that, Sparks? We've had an onside kick attempt and 2 deep balls. Now the A's
trick play.
going for 2, but that
dropped.
one is incomplete. They would have been whistled for a procedure penalty.
Yeah, there is a flag down. You're right.
Yeah, the penalty down. But with 11 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it's the Old Abe's 6, the Red Raiders 0. We'll take a timeout. Back in 30 seconds. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Welcome back to Eau Claire Memorial High School. If you're just joining us, first 3 plays have been pretty exciting. Onside kick attempt by Wisconsin Rapids, recovered by Eau Claire Memorial. Memorial throwing a deep ball on its first play from scrimmage. That was incomplete. They throw a deep ball to the other side of the field on their second play, and it works. 52-yard touchdown pass, Aaron Gunlock to Ben Strayer, 6-0, Eau Claire Memorial. Oh, by the way, there was a failed 2-point conversion attempt, too.
Out of the swinging gate formation. Again, another trick play. So, again, as we talked about, everything goes tonight.
And it's one of those things, Sparks, you do anything as a coach to try to get your guys fired up in the course of the week. And if you can say, hey, look, we're gonna get deep into the playbook and we're going to come up with some tricky stuff, the players listen to that.
Absolutely. Kind of changes the momentum a little bit. You're feeling bad about yourselves, and all of a sudden you get to go out there and try some different things, have some fun with some trick plays.
Kellen Brown to kick it off for the Old Apes. Line drive kick. Fielded at the 9-yard line. And Rapids with a solid return there, and it's Latrell Rogers taking it out over the 30. And here are the Wisconsin Rapids offensive starters, brought to you by Toyson Ford. Up front, Connor Vine, Colin Jarabic, Nolan Losey, Landon Rates, Navarro Rodriguez. The tight end is J.D. Weiland. Receivers, Cohen Lehman, Jacob Mansell, Bryson Spranger. Owen Richardson is the quarterback. Sawyer Brooks, the running back. 1st and 10, Wisconsin Rapids at its own 32-yard line. Handoff goes up the middle to Sawyer Brooks. Fights his way across the 35. Defensive starters for Eau Claire Memorial. Kane Lyons, Jace Larson, Silas Bonner. Linebackers, Jacob Moretto, Nick Ludwikowski, Ethan Burrows, Abbott Jepson. On the back end, Ben Strayer, Ryan Schultz, Jake Loken, and Jackson Zuliger. Jake Locken.
With Rapids, you're going to get a heavy dose of Owen Richardson, the quarterback, and Sawyer Brooks, that tailback. They do the most of the carries.
The pitch on the near side. Positive yardage. And that's Caden Shalinski on the carry there, taking that pitch from the QB.
Yeah, a little option wrinkle. Haven't seen much of that out of them. A little twist on their offense there. Go to the short side with a little option pitch. Very effective as it gets. Oh, I guess he stepped up on just short. I thought he got the first, but it'll be 3rd and 2 here.
3rd and 2 for Wisconsin Rapids. When I watched Wisconsin Rapids games, on the replay, they can move the ball on the ground. They've had that bad habit, though. They kind of shoot themselves in the foot, whether it's a penalty, a mishandled snap, a fumble,
some sort of turnover.
What
yeah,
have
exactly.
You. Here's Richardson throwing to the far side, incomplete.
Had him there on that out.
That was Cohen Lehman, intended receiver, and Lehman had a step on the defensive back, Ben Strayer.
And I do believe Rapids is going to go for this one. It's just, again, 4th and 2.
Yeah, I like that call, too, because, the expectation is, hey, they're a heavy running team. They're going to put it on the ground. Well, 3rd and short. Let's throw it. Let's see if we can get the, defense sucked in and try to go over the top. And it's a quick kick. Looks like they were trying to draw the Old Abe's offside. Memorial didn't bite.
Yeah, good call there, Brad. I think you're right. Hard count didn't work, so put you in motion. Okay, they didn't fall for it. We're just going to pooch it down or try to pin them deep.
Eau Claire Memorial's second drive of the game will begin on the Old Abe's 18-yard line. Memorial leading by a score of 6-0. This is the second drive for the Old Abe's. They will split Strayer out wide to the right. Carter Jager in the slot to the right. Far side is Jackson Zuliger. Handoff Zach Johnson. Johnson will take it out to the 19.
Yeah, Zach Johnson's their leading ball carrier with 104 carries on the season.
Didn't get the favorable spot there. It's a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Gunlock pumps, throws, caught. On that far side, nice grab.
Is that Velchek?
Velchek, yeah. Velchek has been out for a couple games, and boy, he really adds something to that wide receiver core.
Absolutely adds that depth right there. Real nice catch on that one there to get the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 33. Gunlock 2 for 3. He's back to pass again. Has time. Loops one. Down deep. Incomplete.
Yeah,
Zuliger tried to leap for that one.
Yeah, threw that one into traffic right there. Double coverage.
Well, if you're looking at this from the Eau Claire Memorial perspective, there's a positive early is that Gunlock's got time to throw. And Abe's quarterbacks have not had that in every game this season. Handoff Johnson trying to spin out of a tackle, and at best he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Old Abes.
Yeah, that's the thing the Old Abes have got to try to prevent is that 3rd and long, the obvious pass situations.
3rd and 10 now for the Abes. Gunlock rolling. And now he gets dropped. J.D. Weiland, the linebacker, dropped Gunlock for a big loss.
Yeah, good job by
Weiland coming up.
Yeah, Brad, good job by Weiland there. He was kind of playing the pass at first. As soon as he saw Gunlock leave the pocket, he just came flying for the big sack.
So the Old Abes will have to punt it from deep in their own territory.
Comes the block. Oh, he almost got it.
Oh, and that punt gets a good bounce. Aaron Gunlock got that one to keep bouncing all the way down to the 21-yard line. So that worked out for Memorial there.
I guess that really flipped the field. It was about a 60-yard punt there. Now that helps pin Rapids deep on their second possession.
Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. And as you said, Sparks, Gunlock was under heavy pressure. Rapids kind of set the house there on that punt block. Second drive of the game for Wisconsin Rapids. They will start at the Red Raiders 21. Handoff goes to Brooks. Pyle was moving forward, and then the Old Abes were able to get that momentum stopped. Still a decent gain of 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, the Old Abes like to play a 3-4, so you got 3 down linemen and then 4 linebackers. And then they'll press up that strong safety to put 8 in the box. But, boy, even the corners and the safety, the free safety are pressing up tight. They are really trying to take care of that Rapids run game.
Trips to the near side for Wisconsin Rapids. It's Jacob Mansell, the wide guy in that threesome. Handoff, Brooks, hit behind the line of scrimmage. Good initial penetration by the Old Abes, and then the defensive backs came in to finish up.
Yeah, set the linebacker blitz on the inside, and Jacob Moretto off the edge. So, again, puts Rapids behind the chains a little bit at 3rd and 6.
Because of an injury, Jace Larson has moved into the nose tackle position. He wears number 23, normally a linebacker. Larson 5'10", 180, so they're going to try to rely on his quickness and try to have him gum some things up in the middle. 3rd and 6. Richardson rolling, penalty marker down. Richardson going deep in and out of the hands of Cohen Lehman.
Yeah, Lehman had that hit in his hands. He's got to come up with that if you're a Rapids fan. However, they're going to bring it back with a hold. So I think the Old Abes will probably decline this because that'll make it 4th down.
Strayer was on the coverage for Memorial. You're right, Sparks. They declined the penalty to bring up 4th down, and now the punting unit comes out of the field for Wisconsin Rapids.
Well, 2 good defensive stops here by the Old Abe defense. A couple of 3 and outs.
Pete Steinhoffel is the punter for Wisconsin Rapids. Pressure by the Old Abes. That ball takes a bounce around midfield. That gets a favorable hop, so both punters liking the turf and the bounces that they're getting. Do you struggle with brain fog, insomnia, anxiety, or unexplained weight gain? Contact Dana Besson at Balanced Health by Dana to achieve your optimal health. Balanced Health specializes in hormone replacement therapy and medical weight loss programs tailored to your unique needs. Take the first step to feeling your best. Go to balancedhealthbydana.com, then call today for a free consultation. Old Abes will start this drive at their own 34. Memorial on top, 6-0. A touchdown on their second play from scrimmage. Johnson remains at running back. Strayer split out wide to the right. They'll get it to Johnson on that swing pass, heading towards the sideline, but he is chopped down. Nice tackle there by Caden Shalinski.
Shalinski, great job coming from the secondary right there. You saw that kind of swing route come outside. Him as that safety just came flying there, cut him out with just a gain of 1.
2 receivers to the left. Strayer stays on the right. Gunlock on the rollout. Throws on the move. Caught on the far sideline. This time it's Carter Jager.
Jager, great route that time. He pressed upfield and then came back towards that sideline. But again, he kept coming back towards the football to get that catch. And then a false start on the Old Abes here.
Sparks, when you change quarterbacks, does the cadence change?
You know, it does. And again, we talked about how at least Gunlock's had this 2 weeks now. So he's been under center, and I'm sure in practice before the Menominee game, they were getting those reps too. But you're right, it's a different cadence, a different voice. So this should be a lot better this week. You really shouldn't have to worry about those things. They were trying to go quick there, and the center was just a little slow getting the snap up.
Gunlock throws left, caught. And they'll get that penalty yardage back and then some. Nice pitch and catch that time. Jackson Zuliger on the reception.
Yeah, that's the Old Abe's favorite route right now. They're going to press about 10 and then come back to it. Little hitch up. They keep coming back to it. And all it's going to do is a little hitch and go to set that up eventually later on.
Zach Johnson on the carry.
No place to go on that one.
And they're going to mark him down right at the line of scrimmage. It looked like there was a hole when he got the handoff. Then again, he got the handoff a good 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. By the time he got to the line, that hole had closed up. So 3rd and 2 now for the Old Abes. Rapids showing blitz.
Old Abe's checking to the sideline for the new call.
And Gunlock is taken down.
Miscommunication in the backfield there. Gunlock turned to his right and the back wasn't there. So he all of a sudden had to head upfield with scrambling. But that'll force the Old Abes to punt here.
Connor Vine came in and dropped Gunlock for a good loss. 4th and 9 for the Old Abes.
Yeah, they'll set up in this formation, but they'll quick kick out of it.
Gunlock with the boot. It's going to bounce inside the 20.
If he can get there. Oh, he missed it.
Old Abe's trying to keep that one in. It was Carter Jager on the punt coverage. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Wisconsin Rapids start this drive at its own 20-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter from Eau Claire Memorial High School. Bryson Spranger is wide to the near side of the field. Back to pass, Richardson. Sets, throws, incomplete, and the penalty marker down.
Yeah, a little early on the contact there on that sideline.
Jake Lockin on the coverage.
It's kind of funny. You look at these two teams, Brado, and they're just mirror images of each other. Exact same defense, exact same offense. Now, obviously, a little bit different than what the play calls are, but, again, the Old Abes are running exactly the same, 3-4, cover 3. The Rapids offense, same as Memorial's offense, one tighter, the H-back, and then 3 receivers with a halfback sitting back next to the quarterback. So really just boils down to who's going to execute better tonight.
So the penalty moves the line of scrimmage out to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Wisconsin Rapids. Hand off to Brooks. Gets a couple yards over that left side. That time, Brooks had a good head of steam going, and that O-line had a good push. Didn't look like much, but
yeah,
when he unpilot, he gained 4 yards.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Rapids will do that all night long if you, unless you can find a way to stop that. That's part of their MO right there. Brooks is a good one.
Yeah, they absolutely run to set up the pass where Memorial is going to be throwing it to try to set up the run.
Brooks goes 6'1", 200. Richardson, the quarterback, also 6'1", 200. Run that option again on the pitch. Lehman, Cohen Lehman into Memorial territory.
Number 12, Cohen Lehman, the ball carrier. Tackle by number 36.
Sparks, you can remember the day when so many teams ran option. A lot of teams do it now, but those that do, you think of Hudson runs it and runs it well. And that time, boy, that popped.
Yeah, a lot of them just show that, the little handoff give or the quarterback take kind of thing. It's that kind of option. It's not really the pitch. And this is what Rapids has gone to tonight with some real good success, is actually giving a ride, get to the edge, and then pitch it to that halfback so we can get to the edge and around the corner. Here's a little swing pass.
It was actually a lateral.
You're right.
Off to Sawyer Brooks. Helps to have a running back, a sure-handed running back, if you're going to be throwing passes like that.
Yeah, and he will catch a ton out of the backfield like that, too.
Number 8, Ryan Schultz, is now the all-time leading tackler in Old Aim football history.
You heard that
How about
announcement.
that?
Yeah. Ryan Schultz came into this ball game with 62 tackles this season alone.
Yeah, he's been a starter back there since he was a sophomore.
Gain of 1. Back to pass.
Here comes the pressure.
Richardson. Pressure coming. Richardson throws across his body complete. Cohen Lehman on the catch.
Yeah, across his body, across field. Quarterback coaches are screaming, don't throw that, but he was able to complete it.
Going back to Ryan Schultz. As far as there's a lot of good names on that list at Eau Claire Memorial. Some good defenders over the year. And congrats to Ryan Schultz.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
Tops
you said,
and tackles.
Yeah, he's been starting since he's a sophomore. He's a go-getter, plays healthy. I mean, he's not been dinged up and had to miss games, so he is a very talented defensive player.
3rd and 2 for the Raiders. They keep it on the ground. They go straight up the middle.
Brooks,
And they'll get the first down.
yeah, real nice cut. That's actually not even Brooks, is it? Number 12?
Cohen Lehman
Lehman came in there, yep.
brought him in from his receiver position, put him in the backfield.
Yeah, Lehman with a real nice cut inside there to pick up those extra yards.
So now Sawyer Brooks will come back in. First down, Wisconsin Rapids.
You'll see the quarterback, Owen Richardson, go to the sideline after each play. He usually hustles over there, gets the next play call from his coach, and then brings it in himself.
We saw Stevens Point do that too.
Yeah.
When I talked to their QB, I said, "You get a lot of running." And he goes, "Yeah, tell me about it."
Little power look here.
Straight up the middle with Sawyer Brooks.
Sawyer Brooks, the ball carrier.
Yeah, they're going to go those 2 H-backs right there in the B gap between the guard
Number 63,
tackle or the A gap, that guard center gap, and they're trying to load up the inside to power the football down the middle.
brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 for Wisconsin Rapids. Now they'll go back to their traditional pistol look with the 3 receivers split out wide to the right. Running option with the QB, Owen Richardson. He's trying to evade would-be tacklers, and
Yeah,
he
Abbott
gets
Jepson.
basically stopped at the line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
Abbott Jepson came off that edge just flying, did a great job of kind of feathering between the two, the quarterback and the pitch, which made the quarterback actually keep it, turn it up, and didn't do much damage with it.
Abbott Jepson, the sophomore, came into this game with 42.5 tackles. Again, another guy who's getting playing time and a starter as a sophomore. If he continues on that pace, he's going to be up there in that career tackles list as well. 3rd and 6 now for Wisconsin Rapids. Looking for a tying touchdown. They'll hand it off. And busting it to the outside.
Oh, great tackle.
Caden Shalinski.
Shalinski with a great cut from the backfield, took it back where he came from, but closing on the perimeter, making a great hit.
Play by number 8, Ryan Schultz.
Ryan Schultz,
Yeah,
of
who
course.
else, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if he doesn't stick him like that, that's an easy first down, but he popped him and drove him back, so that's going to make it 4th and 2.
And that'll do it for our first quarter. It's been an entertaining one, and after one, it is Eau Claire Memorial 6, Wisconsin Rapids 0. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Back at Eau Claire Memorial High School, the Old Abe's leading Wisconsin Rapids 6-0, but the Red Raiders have a drive going here, and they're looking at a 4th and 2.
Richardson following Brooks. Looks like he's got enough there.
Yeah, when you look at the size of both of those guys and how hard they run, they're really pretty interchangeable.
Oh, yeah, and physical. I mean, yeah, you talk about 200 pounds, big dudes, and that's why those two get most of the carries.
So it's a first down for Wisconsin Rapids. Their best drive so far in this football game.
Yeah, big conversion there, Brad. You talked about in the pregame how they'll get these drives and then do something just to bog down or shoot themselves in the foot. Well, there's an example of they were able to overcome and they pick up a big 4th down.
Wide to the near side is Spranger. Richardson looking deep. A lot of contact and a penalty marker thrown. Jackson Zuliger, or check that, Ben Strayer on the coverage.
Yeah, those flags came out early. And there you go. It's a holding call rather than interference. So he must have grabbed a little cloth as he was starting his route to get beat.
Intended receiver was Jacob Mansell. Ball kind of hung in the air a little bit. There's a very light breeze. If you look at the flag beyond the goalpost to your right, you can see that the flag is blowing in the wind. Not a strong wind, but enough that I think that ball kind of hung up. But with the penalty, it gives Wisconsin Rapids a first down at the Memorial 13-yard line.
Heavy dose of run out of this trip set.
Lehman comes in motion. They'll run option. The quarterback, Richardson, keeps it. Another penalty marker
flag
thrown into that pile.
Yeah, and where that's thrown, that's probably going to be either holding or face mask.
Kane Lyons made the tackle.
Yeah, just a 5-yard face mask there.
So penalties have played a part in this drive, and now Wisconsin Rapids has got a 1st and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 5-yard line of the Old Apes. Just underway, second quarter. Two teams looking for their first win of the season. Again, trips right for Rapids. Brooks trying to get wide. Jacob Moretto had him wrapped up, would not let go.
Great job of contained by Tom Moretto on that weak side. Good job keeping the outside arm free, getting upfield and making it a loss. And I tell you what, Moretto, it's 2nd down and 4 because that was not a 1st and goal. It was actually, they moved it so the chains are still in play here.
Yeah, good catch there, Sparks. 2nd and 4. Trips left. One receiver right. Now they'll motion somebody to the near side. Thrown over the middle, incomplete. Wanted the tight end that time, J.D. Weiland.
Yeah, he wanted to go to the perimeter first for that swing route and didn't like it. He came back, like you said, to that tight end and just kind of rushed it. That was not a real good, accurate throw and was not able to complete that one.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 4 now. Again, if you're Rapid, Sparks, you talked about, the point totals that they put up this year. And, any score in a situation like that is going to give this team a ton of confidence.
Yeah, this is 2 down right here. Here's your first one, little quarterback.
Richardson right up the middle, pile pushing forward.
Well, it's going to depend on the spot, whether it's a 1st down or not. But if it's not, it's going to be 4th, about a half a yard is it.
That's exactly what it's going to be as you look at the sticks on that far side.
And I would expect Rapids just to line up in that same formation.
Yeah, it really kind of comes down to who's going to carry the football. It's going to be Richardson or is it going to be Brooks? And
Timeout,
the Old
Old
Abe's
Abe's.
will take a timeout. And we will keep it right here and let you know that whether you are buying or selling, turn to the Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. They have a pulse on the local real estate market, and they can help you with both existing homes and new builds, and they can assist you through each step of the process. Making the home buying and selling process simple, not stressful, that is what you get with Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more for every room, every door, and every window. Place your trust in SOS Security. Time out there taken by the Old Abe's. And I don't know about you, Sparks. I was always one of those people. It's like, wait, you get 3 timeouts, right? So if you don't like the looks of something, go ahead and use that.
Yeah, especially in the first half. You know, really is not that sense of urgency to save 3 timeouts before half.
Fourth and 1. Quarterback sneak pushing forward.
I don't think they knew where the football was, but
And
the
it's
arms
a
are up.
touchdown. Touchdown on the QB sneak, Owen Richardson.
Yeah, I think he fooled everybody. I think they were anticipating him turning around and handing it to Brooks, but he just took the quick snap and went forward for the touchdown. Good play by Rapids there.
Yeah, just straight old quarterback sneak.
Yeah, give credit to that offensive line.
So we are tied 6 apiece with 9:23 to go here in the second quarter. PAT on the way by Jack Ackerman is up and it is good. Wisconsin Rapids leading Eau Claire Memorial 7-6. We'll step aside. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
7-6 is your score. Wisconsin Rapids just capping off a long drive. Owen Richardson, the quarterback, 4-yard run. Jack Ackerman added the PAT. 7-6. Memorial scored on its second play from scrimmage. It was Aaron Gunlock, the quarterback, hooking up with Ben Strayer on a 52-yard pass play. Abe's went for 2, didn't get it. So that's why we sit at 7-6. Kick by Ackerman is a short one. Fielded by Strayer. Ben Strayer's got some running room. Ben Strayer down the sideline. Into Wisconsin Rapids territory all the way down to the 46-yard line. And we got some penalty markers down right around midfield.
Yeah, we'll see who this goes against. If it's against the Old Abe's, that's going to take away a great return. Let's see who this goes against. If it goes against Rapids, Memorial is going to be in real good field position.
Half the play was over. Unsportsmanlike, number 12.
Oh.
The kicking team. Unsportsmanlike, number 18, receiving team. Penalties offset, be first down.
All right, go with that call. How about one from each team? So let us wash out that one, and they'll be right there at the old 46-yard line for the Old Abe's.
Yeah, it was after the play. It was right as the ball carrier was being tackled. A couple of the guys were just sort of blocking and just try to continue.
Got all tangled up. Yeah, that was a good call. That's a good call. I like that one.
So the Abe's open up at the Red Raiders 46. Gunlock sets, throws, deep ball near sideline, and it's caught.
Touchdown.
Staying on his feet, Jackson Zuliger.
Wow, great job by Zuliger using his body to defend off that corner, that safety, I should say. So he kind of leaned on that safety. He saw the ball coming. He made the adjustment, got up high with 2 hands to pull it down. Quick response by the Old Abe's again.
Well, and after that long kick return, Abe's wasted no time going up top.
Yeah, the Abe's are trying to exploit that one-on-one coverage on the short side. again, it's the same route they ran the last time they scored, because Rapids is running cover 3, so it leaves that safety all by himself, one-on-one, and the Old Abe's have won that twice now.
Well, Abe's trying to get something set here, and this is going to be a scramble here.
Well, they thought they were going for 2, so the kicker, Brown, wasn't ready, and then they changed the mind and said, let's go for 1. But they should get this off, no problem.
Kellen Brown, the left-footed kicker. Ben Strayer is his holder. Snap is good, spot is good, and the kick is good. Eau Claire Memorial on top, 13-7, 9:08 to go, second quarter. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline Motor Oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Eau Claire Memorial on 2 long touchdown passes from Aaron Gunlock, the quarterback, 52 yards to Ben Strayer in the first quarter. And then just now a 46-yard toss to Jackson Zuliger. Kellen Brown's PAT makes the score 13-7. Sparks, we talked about this prior to the game. I mean, yeah, you look at the records and you're thinking, all right, these two teams aren't having great seasons, but you put them on the field together, these guys are playing hard. And the coaches are emptying the playbooks, and guys look like they're having fun out there, and we're having a fun time calling it.
Yeah, we figured this would be a tight one going back and forth, and it's been just great so far. We're only not even halfway through the second quarter, and it's 13-7, so they're putting up points tonight.
So Kellen Brown will kick this one off. Back deep, Jacob Mansell for Wisconsin Rapids. And on the near side, Caden Shalinski. Oh, it's an onside kick. And picked up by one of the up men who got the favorable bounce. That was Nolan Weiland. So Wisconsin Rapids is going to come out of this. Great field position.
Yeah, great field position. But Nolan Weiland, what a great job by him. The patience to let that second hop come. He knew that it wasn't going to go 10 yards, so he knew he wasn't going to get hit or anything. He was just patient, let it come to him, recovered it, even returned it a little bit. What a nice job. But already our second onside kick of the game.
I was thinking that same thing. The game started with an onside kick by Wisconsin Rapids that Memorial covered up. So, yeah, empty the playbook. So Wisconsin Rapids will get possession on the Eau Claire Memorial 45-yard line. On the handoff, Cohen Lehman, and he just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, tries to run that counter right there. That's kind of a long developing play. So any kind of penetration kind of blows that up, and it's exactly what the Old Abe's did on that one.
2nd and 10 now for Wisconsin Rapids. Sawyer Brooks, the running back, standing next to the QB, Owen Richardson. Pressure coming on Richardson.
Oh, nice
he
dump
flips
off.
it to Brooks. And Brooks hauled down by Jacob Moretto, but boy, you could tell those are two guys who play together an awful long time.
I'll tell you what, Richardson saved about a 15-yard loss by just dumping it there, seeing Brooks in front of him. And then Brooks was able to turn up, at least get a positive play out of nothing.
3rd and 8 now for Wisconsin Rapids. They will split. Jacob Mansell to the wide side.
Here comes a middle screen.
And they've got the tight end who's able to spin free, J.D. Weiland. Spin free for a couple yards. Kane Lyons was trying to
Lions
kind of wrestle him down to the ground. But
Lions played it perfect. He was right there for the play, but instead of just using his strength to bring him down, he just wanted to whip him around and throw him down. Well, that just threw him forward for about 2-3 more yards.
Weiland kept the feet going. So, they got a couple extra yards out of that. So now it's 4th and 4.
I got a feeling Rapids will go for this one. I'd be surprised if they come out and quick kick this one.
Quarterback Richardson gets a look at the defense. Movement up front, but no contact. And now Wisconsin Rapids is going to take a timeout. We'll keep it here and let you know that HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl wood, and ornamental fencing. They have been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the past 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com. And call the Dolman Insurance Agency today for home, auto, and business coverage from Partners Mutual Insurance Company. Dolman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service.
Well, Rapids came out there and showed formation, brought the motion across, tried to go hard count to see if they could draw off the Old Apes for the first down. They almost got it, but not quite. And then they simply used a timeout, and now they'll talk about what play they do want to run on 4th and 4.
Yeah, I'm with you, Sparks. I don't think that this is quick kick time. I mean, you're going to get the ball back to start the third quarter. On the other hand, you've been beat over the top twice by Memorial's passing game. So I think, again, if you're Rapids, you want to keep this game as close as possible.
Yeah,
try to give yourself a chance to win it at the end.
And to do that means keep the football with you. So here's a play right here, a big one.
Fourth and 4. Richardson throws incomplete.
He tried to anticipate that deep out cut, but he was about 2 yards shy with that throw. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. It'll go back to the Old Aves.
He's trying to get it to Bryson Spranger. And Spranger just didn't have the footing to make a break and come back on that ball. So Eau Claire Memorial will take over in good field position at their own 39.
Well, we'll see. You got your change now. All of a sudden, a quick change. Let's see if the Old Aves decide to go up over the top again here. Well, one of the adjustments right now, Rapids is going to go cover 2. They're going to give extra help on that weak side.
Gunlock hands it off to Zach Johnson. Johnson's got the edge, but a penalty marker is down.
Number 5, Zach Johnson, the ball carrier. Tackle by number 5, Kate Shalinski. There's a penalty on the holding. Offense, number 20. 10-yard penalty. Still first.
It's a tough call right there against the Old Aves. They're going to make it 1st and 20. We talked about both these teams really not able to overcome these kind of circumstances. It just puts them so far behind the chains.
First and 20 now for Memorial. Line of scrimmage, their own 29. Gunlock rolling. Throws incomplete. Tried to get it to Ben Strayer on the near sideline.
Yeah, if he was able to plant himself and really take a look, he had Carter Jagger going across the middle. The problem is he was going the opposite direction, so he really would have had to set his feet and make sure with that throw, but just tried to go there to the sideline, just missed.
Scored a pass along from the Big Rivers Conference. Hudson leading Superior 14-3 in the second. Gunlock, pressure coming. They set the screen, and that goes nowhere. Got it to Zach Johnson, but Sawyer Brooks was there.
Brooks saw that one right out of the gate. Too easy. He could see his down linemen were just flying upfield, and he knew right away that was too easy because they have not had much pressure. So he's picked up that running back, and he went and made a great play.
It's now 3rd down and 23. They'll throw it.
Quarterback draw.
Gunlock.
He can run
it. Aaron Gunlock gets it out to the 45-yard line. So this will bring up an interesting decision here, Sparks.
Well, that's a great call right there. Send everybody deep, open up that middle. We know Gunlock's a great catch receiver and can run with the football, so let him use his legs. He goes back, sets up, and goes, and I think he's going to quick kick this one myself. But again, it just changes that field position. Instead of maybe punting from your own 30, you go from the 45 and try to pin them deep.
It took a look at the defensive alignment. Now the way they're set up, this looks like quick kick. We'll see what kind of bounce they get. That one kind of checks up.
Oh, that Rapids dude almost touched it.
Boy, there was a lot of howling from the Memorial sideline in the coach's box.
Yeah, they
down the way from
They thought
us.
it caught him in the heel. Well, that was not a good job there by Rapids of yelling that fire. That ball is right there. You got to get away. Officials are discussing this. Let's see what they end up with the call. They're going to stay with it.
So Wisconsin Rapids will take over. 5:48 to go here in quarter number 2.
I do like that decision right there, though, right? You got the ball in your own 45. You're up 13-7. The last thing you want to do is give Rapids life on a short field. So kick it deep, make them have to go a long distance.
Line of scrimmage, the Red Raiders 21. Richardson, quick throw, far side. Caught over there. Nicely done by Bryson Spranger.
Well, Spranger, great job laying out for that catch. That one thrown to his backside. Oh, great catch for 5 yards.
In Rapids now with just under 5.5 to go second quarter, would love a long drive and a chance to double up because they'll get that kick to start the third quarter. Empty backfield now for Richardson.
Comes that
pitch
option.
to the motion man. Getting away from a would-be tackler is Cohen Lehman. Made a nice little spin move to evade Ryan Schultz.
Yeah, if he doesn't get out of that, he's not going far. Maybe picks up 1 or 2, but like you said, he broke the tackles, spin out of that, he gets the first down.
But a good job by the rest of the Old Abe's defense rallying to the football. It's a first down for Wisconsin Rapids. Line of scrimmage, their own 33.
That little option wrinkle has been pretty effective tonight for Rapids.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And again, it kind of set up by all that running they do off tackle and up the middle. This time they will hand it off. Sawyer Brooks, some tough running to pick up a yard.
Yeah, good job by the Old Abe's bottling that up. That's what they've got to do tonight. They've got to shut down this run attack for Rapids. They're going to be happy if they're going to force old Mr. Richardson to throw the football. I think they're okay with him having to step back and throw.
Kane Lyons credited with the tackle. Second and 9 now for Wisconsin Rapids. Richardson,
Here comes the pressure.
Here comes the pressure, and down he goes.
Speaking of Kane Lyons.
Boy, the pocket just collapsed there. Silas Bonner had a good push, so did Kane Lyons, and Lyons broke through and dropped the quarterback for a big loss.
Yeah, he and Silas Bonner just kind of met back there in the backfield. Big tackle for a loss there, setting up 3rd and 15.
I'm thinking, given the down and distance and what's happened on the previous plays, maybe a middle screen, tight end screen.
I was thinking the same.
Pass
You're
it
right.
to the back, Brooks.
Keep it pretty simple. He's not really a deep guy thrower, so let's see what they come up with here. Yeah, he's going to come to this side and throw it up.
Contact on that near sideline. Here come the penalty markers. It was Jackson Zuliger who got tangled up with the wide receiver there, Bryson Spranger.
Yeah, he was man-to-man on that sideline and just kind of got too much pressure on him, bumped him. And again, a good job by the receiver to kind of create that too. He was coming back towards the middle, sold it as he got pushed out. So,
15-yard penalty.
And I think that's one Zuliger, if he had a chance to do it over again, would probably just run with the receiver. Just stick with them.
Yeah.
Try to make the play on the ball.
And Brad, down in distance.
Yeah.
Right? Down in distance. It was 15, 16 yards. Give off a little bit. Why not start at 5, 6 yards back so you know what he's going to run? He's got to get to 15. That just gives you more time to see the ball get in the air.
Yeah, good point there.
So now it does not give an automatic first down, so they're still sitting at 3rd and 1 here.
Line of scrimmage is the 42. Richardson hands it off. And getting through the line is Cohen Lehman.
Yeah, another nice run there from Lehman. He's had a couple of those big ones on 3rd down.
You know what Lehman gives you is a little bit more shifty. He's not as big, but he's good at reading the hole. He found a running lane and just pushed it forward. So first down for Wisconsin Rapids. They're at their own 46, 1st and 10. Trips to the far side. Richardson throws far side. He's got a man wide open on that far sideline.
We got a flag here, too, in the backfield. Great job by Richardson, though, scanning. He wanted to go to the right side. He looked back, like you said, found a receiver wide open along the sideline, but it's going to come back with a holding call.
Nice job by Spranger, the wide receiver there, realizing what was happening in the pocket, coming back for the ball. It's one thing that sometimes young receivers don't really pick up on. You can give your quarterback a lot better throwing lane if you're coming back towards the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that became a scramble drill where he's got to know that and come back and really help his quarterback, and he did it. But that holding penalty is going to be costly. That'll take him back, make it a 1st down and 20.
So the Wisconsin Rapids offense will set up at its own 37-yard line.
Clock becomes an issue as we hit the 2-minute mark here in the first half.
Yeah, no 2-minute timeout at the high school level. Quick pass.
Double
it's a
pass.
Lateral deep downfield and caught. Caught by Cohen Lehman. Lehman still on his feet trying to get away from Ben Strayer. Old Abe's able to track him down, but Wisconsin Rapids going into its bag of tricks.
Well, as we said, everything's fair game. How about Brooks getting rid of that pass? He was just barely caught it, and they were all over him. Good job throwing that up to find Lehman.
1st and 10, Wisconsin Rapids. Line of scrimmage is the Memorial 19.
Red Raiders do have 2 timeouts, so that good pickup will help them.
Abe's also have 2 timeouts left. See if they want to use these in hopes of getting the ball back. Richardson to the end zone, incomplete. Tried to get it to Jacob Mansell. He was double covered down there. Zuliger was there. Also back there is Jake Locken.
Yeah, Locken and Zuliger, really nice job converging on that one.
Clock stops with 1:17 left. So neither team has to burn a timeout after that play. 2nd and 10 from the 19. Richardson on the keeper. You're going to give him forward progress just inside the 16-yard line. To bring up a 3rd down. Clock continues to move. Jepson on the tackle for Eau Claire Memorial.
Morietto, nice job again on that edge of getting upfield, not allowing that pitch to happen. So force it back inside, and Jepson on the tackle. They got 3rd and long here, 3rd and 7. Clock still rolling.
All right, fans, it is 3rd down for the Red Raiders.
They'll put the tight end Weiland wide to the right. Now the receivers to the left. Now they run Shalinsky in motion. Pass to the end zone. Picked off. Picked off by the Old Abe's Jackson Zuliger.
Well, I'll tell you what. You talk J.D. Weiland sitting over here at that big tight end. Well, he ran a simple little post route. He was wide open over the middle. Both those D-backs jumped that swing route, and that was an easy interception where he has Weiland for a touchdown.
Zuliger doing a really nice job playing that ball in the air. So now the Abes will take over at their own 20, 22 seconds remaining, and they've got 2 timeouts in their hip pocket.
Yeah, I don't think I get real fancy here. You're up 13-7. You just got the turnover. I think I keep it on the ground, honestly, and go in here at half.
Yeah, maybe run something that gives you a chance to pop one, and then you can kind of reassess after this play.
Yeah, exactly. Run that run play, give Johnson a crack at it, but
snap to Gunlock. He'll pass. He'll pass deep.
And that's going to get, that safety almost went underneath it
Tried
too much.
to get it to Zuliger. Yeah, that was really close to popping for a big one.
Yeah, I was thinking interception, but then all of a sudden he got behind him.
Well, what happened is Zuliger kept running, and the 2 D-backs jumped to try to make the
You're exactly
pick.
right. You're exactly right. Zuliger comes underneath that thinking he's going to get the interception, and then almost beat him over the top for a big one. Well, now all of a sudden Red Raiders can use 2 timeouts if they need to force a punt.
Yeah, now we got a penalty marker down.
On the old Aves here.
Well, it started right from the get-go, Sparks. Memorial was going to be aggressive.
They're wiping that flag off. Start over, yep.
So, clock remains at 16 seconds. Now they'll start the play clock.
Yeah, the clock should have stopped. There was an incomplete pass, so they'll have to reset that.
Security Financial Bank, SFB. Whether you are starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB has the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com. Member FDIC. So the game clock is reset. Now it's officially reset to 16. It was on 15 for a little while. Sideline and even several of the fans were helping out with that one. 2nd and 10, Memorial. Gunlock. He's going to run it. Aaron Gunlock gets across the 25. Penalty marker thrown. And a timeout taken by the old Abes.
Connor Vine, a nice job chasing him down for the tackle. Prevented the first down.
Did they get him on a horse collar, I'm wondering?
I don't know. To me, it seemed like he got just the back of the jersey.
Yeah, Rapids is walking.
Yeah, apparently he did. Apparently got up just a little high.
Must be those new contact lenses I got a couple weeks ago. Hey, the prescription stayed the same, Sparks. I was thrilled.
That's impressive at our age, isn't it?
Yeah. I was thrilled. So timeout taken. And we'll tell you that just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Sparks, this one's been entertaining.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, talk about the old A's producing 2 big plays to get their points. Rapids has moved the football. They've been able to kind of chunk it down the field a little bit. But again, we talk about the little things that make these teams struggle a little bit. Memorial, it's been penalties, and so that's what's cost them any kind of long extended drive. And Rapids kind of the same thing. They've only been able to sustain 1 drive this whole first half. But it is a good one.
10 seconds on the clock. Gunlock rolling. Evades one tackler. Final seconds. Gunlock throws near side in and out of the hands of Oliver Velchek.
And that'll do it for the half.
An entertaining first half it was. Eau Claire Memorial leading this one at the break, 13-7. Aaron Gunlock has 2 long touchdown passes. 52 yards to Ben Strayer, 46 to Jackson Zuliger. In between those two plays, Owen Richardson, the quarterback for Wisconsin Rapids, had a 4-yard run and a PAT. So 13-7 at the half. Spartans, this has kind of been like what we thought. We thought that teams would go deep in their playbook, have some fun, and we're seeing a really competitive and really fun game.
Yeah, right. You talk about a bag of tricks. We saw two onside kicks here. One start the game, one after Memorial score. We had the double pass. Rapids brings that out, gave them a chance here late to try to score, but it got intercepted in the end zone. All these little things that, you bring out when you're 0-6, try to find a way to get a W on the board for you. And you'll see the same thing, I think, here the second half. They're going to be some way, somehow, they're going to try to bring out a trick play to make some points on the board, as Rapids is sitting with just 7 and the Old A's with 13.
Updated score from Hudson. The Raiders up big on Superior late in the second, 28-3. Right here at Eau Claire Memorial, the home team, Old A's, leading Wisconsin Rapids 13-7. Dave Sparger and I will take an extended break, and we'll be back to tell you about first half stats and get you set for half number 2. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
Referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
We are back at Eau Claire Memorial High School after a really nice homecoming halftime presentation by the dance team and the Eau Claire Memorial Band. As far as the football game goes, the Old Abes lead Wisconsin Rapids 13-7. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you here from Eau Claire Memorial. And boy, just walking around at halftime, Sparks, this place is packed. There's great energy, a lot of folks. It's homecoming, of course, after all. And, you know, you're seeing some former Old Abes here in the crowd looking on. And, yeah, it's just a really nice night.
It is always special for homecoming. Again, you just got a different energy, a different vibe. You know, you and I had a chance to go walk out there at halftime and just see all the people that come back for this. And to think about that, you know, we've talked a lot about the new stadium here. And so many of them now, this is their first chance to come back for homecoming and get a chance to partake in this brand new stadium and facility. And they're just loving it, the fact that it's on campus and this is where they want to see the Old Abes play. So a very entertaining first half, and we're looking forward to the second half being the same way.
Wisconsin Rapids will receive the second half kick. Recap the scoring. Second play from scrimmage. Eau Claire Memorial went up top. Aaron Gunlock, 52-yard touchdown pass to Ben Strayer. The 2-point conversion pass was no good. 6-0 Memorial. 11:47 to go in the first. No scoring until the second. Owen Richardson, 4-yard QB sneak for Wisconsin Rapids. Jack Ackerman kicked the PAT to make it 7-6. That coming with 9:23 remaining in the second quarter. Old Abes answered right back. 15 seconds later, as a matter of fact. Gunlock, 46-yard toss to Jackson Zuliger. Kellen Brown added the PAT. 13-7 at that point with 9:08 to go, and that is our score as we begin the third quarter. Still a very warm night here in Eau Claire, especially here we are, first week of October. Got a warm week, so you know coaches have been telling the players about the importance of staying hydrated during the week and leading up to this game.
Yeah, and both teams use a lot of guys both ways.
So Kellen Brown will kick this one off. Kick taken on the far side, trying to reverse his field. That's Jacob Mansell.
Mansell out to the 34.
So if you're Wisconsin Rapids, I think you realize you've had success running the football, occasionally in the pass game, maybe not as consistent as they would like, but you have to feel pretty good being down 13-7 at the half and being able to start the third quarter with the football.
Yeah, they've already put together a great drive. It was an 80-yard drive in a little over 6 minutes. So they've obviously know they can put one together. And they're going to go power I right out of the gate.
And straight up the middle goes the quarterback, Owen Richardson. He gets stacked up. They're going to give him forward progress just over the 35.
Yeah, just to pick up a 2 on that one.
Nick Ludwikowski in on the tackle. Again, this has been a revamped D-line for Memorial, but all in all, I think they've held up pretty well. They, Rapids did have that long drive, but all in all, Memorial has held up pretty good on both the O-line and the D-line. Richardson again tries to lower the shoulder. I'm going to give him a couple more yards.
Yeah, pretty decent job there by the Old Abes on that interior. You've got Bonner and Lyons in there plugging that up. Going to bring up an important third down, 3rd and 6 here.
Line of scrimmage is the 37.
Yeah, more like a 3rd and 7 or a long 6, short 7.
It's officially listed at the 37, although the football is literally between the 37 and 38-yard lines. Third down, they'll send out trips to the right. Mansell is the wide guy. Springer in the middle of that threesome. Pressure coming. And it's caught pass all along the sideline. Trying to evade some tacklers is Cohen Lehman, and here comes the penalty markers.
Yeah, it's going to be another personal foul again. Nick Ludwikowski is going to get it for too much. I mean, a great hit, took him down, but then he stood over the top of him and started cheering and yelling, and so he's right over the top of the big hit, so that's going to be a personal foul.
Well, and one of the toughest things to do, Sparks, and you know this, you played this game. You played it down at the University of Wisconsin, played it at the high school level, coached it for a long time. It's so hard sometimes to just turn those emotions off.
Well, you got to get excited. Everybody wants to get excited. That was a huge hit, big play. You know, he's excited about it, but the point of emphasis lately has been you can't do it over the guy, right? If you make a big hit, go celebrate with your teammates, that's fine. But if you're going to stand over the guy to do it, they're going to flag you now.
So 1st and 10, Wisconsin Rapids from the Memorial 31. They're going to run to that wide side. Penalty marker down. Cohen Lehman got strung out on that far side, but based on where that penalty marker thrown, and there's your preliminary indication, holding on the Red Raiders.
Good job of the Old Apes stringing that out, and then Ben Strayer out of the secondary just cut him down for about a 1-yard gain, but that holding will bring it back another 10. It'll make it 1st and 20.
Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office, and they take most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they are changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today.
I think that holding was on Morieto there on that end. He's really had a nice game, actually, off that edge.
Hey, he's another guy on this Memorial defense. Morieto listed at 6'2", 195. Very, very active. You get him and Schultz out there. Those guys can cover a lot of ground, and they make their share of plays. Abe showing blitz.
Going to go quick pitch to the
Pitch
short
to the
side.
far side. They get it to Brooks.
Yeah, that's a wrinkle off that jet sweep right there. They faked the jet sweep and hit Brooks, or was that Lehman? Who'd you have on that carry, Brado?
It was Lehman in motion, but it went to Brooks.
Brooks, yeah. So with Lehman on the fake, and then Brooks with the quick pitch around the edge. Didn't get much.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see that pitch again. That was, not sure if that was almost even a forward pass or if that was kind of a lateral. 2nd and 18 now for Wisconsin Rapids. Richardson trying to set and throw. Now he throws, and it's caught.
Boy, their best offense seems to be when Richardson's scrambling around. He scrambles around and keeps plays alive, and then his receivers just kind of find an open spot. And he's been able to find him here, especially the second half.
Cohen Lehman on the reception.
Boy, that's a huge play. Now it's just 3rd down and 3. They've got 2 plays now to get a first.
Richardson kind of shot-putted that one to him, but he got it there.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but he's finding a way.
Trips to the right now. 3rd and 3. Old Abe's on defense. And right up the middle goes Sawyer Brooks.
Good push up front. Brooks picks that up easily. Expect Rapids here to go back to that power run game now.
Another tackle for the sophomore Abbott Jepson. Line of scrimmage is the 19-yard line of Eau Claire Memorial. So a promising drive, helped by that personal foul penalty on the Old Abes. Richardson will operate out of the pistol. Brooks, the running back, to his right. Play fake. Richardson gets away and then throws it away.
Yeah, again, good pressure. Abe's coming quick. He was able to get out of it, but had to throw it away.
That was Jacob Moretto on the pressure. Yeah, they showed that power formation. In fact, they had the tight end Weiland lined up just behind his left guard, trying to get Memorial to think, okay, here comes this run, and instead they went play fake.
Yeah, a little play action. Not a bad call, just well defended.
2nd and 10 for the Red Raiders. Line of scrimmage, the Memorial 19-yard line. Richardson wide open, into the end zone. Touchdown, J.D. Weiland.
Brad, you remember the first half when we said that when that interception happened, had J.D. Weiland wide open on that in cut? Instead, they threw it to that receiver that was coming out wide. Well, that's exactly the same play they came back to. Up here in the booth, they saw the exact thing happen. Same play. This time, the quarterback knew that he had to come back with that J.D. Weiland on that inside slant, and he was wide open for 6.
Yeah, all the Memorial defensive backs went wide. Now, the PAT for the lead is up, and it is good. 7:19 remaining, third quarter. Wisconsin Rapids back in the lead. They lead Eau Claire Memorial 14-13. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, and welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Back here at Eau Claire Memorial High School, Wisconsin Rapids. Very nice drive to begin the third quarter. Ends on a 19-yard touchdown pass. Owen Richardson to J.D. Weiland. Jack Ackerman kicks the PAT. So it's 14-13, Red Raiders. Squib kick. Zuliger trying to get through that first wave, and he does. Jackson Zuliger taken down across the 35.
Make something out of nothing right there.
Jackson Zuliger on the return. Tackle number 5, Kate Shalinski.
Zuliger comes off a little gimpy after that hit, though.
Yeah, he kind of got chopped down. He had somebody hitting him low, and then somebody came over the top. He's a valuable piece to both the offense and the defense on this Old Abe's team.
Yeah, he got one of the touchdowns the first half.
Strayer in motion. They'll hand to Zach Johnson. Some nice running by Zach Johnson. Went outside, juked inside, came back to the outside, and got something out of that one when it looked like that was going to be a no gain, but gets 5 yards out of that.
Yeah, good stiff arm there, too, to pick up a couple more. A little inside reverse.
Ben Strayer on the carry. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for Eau Claire Memorial.
Yeah, they hand that one off to Johnson. Johnson's running like he's running a sweep, then he hands it back inside to Strayer going the other way.
And now Mason Lauscher checks in. Lauscher's been dealing with a little bit of an ankle injury. Dunlock back to pass. He's in trouble.
A lot of hurting here.
And
just
he fires that one into the bench area of Wisconsin Rapids.
Didn't fool anybody on the Rapids defense. Excellent job by them staying home. Did not fall for the play fake at all.
And looking at Lauscher just walking back to the line of scrimmage, he's kind of favoring that ankle. Yeah, he's having a
he's going to come off.
He's trying to make a go out of it. And, credit to him for being in the ball game and trying to contribute, especially in a homecoming game. 4th down.
Boy, you anticipate quick kick here. I don't think you can go for it just down 1.
They are going to go for it. Gunlock throws underneath. It's caught. Did he get enough?
Depends on the spot. I'll tell you what, he had to go down to get it. If he stays on his feet, he's going to pick it up easily, probably 5 more.
Jacob Moretto.
Oh, boy,
the ball is spotted.
They're going to give it to him. Wow.
And it's a 1st down for the Abes.
I'm not going to lie. It's a favorable spot right there. The Red Raiders are not happy with that one. They're asking for the chains to come out, but you can see it on the hash, and that's where they had to get to.
So 1st down Abes.
And they'll
Zach
go quick.
Johnson, his best run of the football game.
Absolutely.
Inside the 45.
You said it. That is the best run they've had because they are trying to sustain that run game, but haven't had much luck. But there was a big one.
Abe's looking to go with tempo here. Gunlock on the carry. Inside the 40. Taken down by J.D. Weiland.
That's a wrinkle they just didn't do with Holmberg. They usually didn't let him carry it, but they will with Gunlock.
Another first down for Eau Claire Memorial. Zach Johnson again.
Trying to turn it back in.
Sawyer Brooks had him wrapped up and wrestles him down.
That's Sawyer Brooks. He's a good football player.
Yes, he is. Talking to a couple of the Eau Claire Memorial coaches, and they thought he was as good of a linebacker as there was in the conference last year.
And he's doing this on top of being their main running back, too, getting all the carries.
You got Strayer split out wide to the right side. Zuliger is back in. He split out wide left. Jager slot left. Here's Gunlock.
He's got to throw that away. Good coverage downfield.
Yeah, and the guy bearing down on him was Sawyer Brooks. So
Good
discretion,
Good
the better
decision.
part of valor right there.
That's exactly right. Don't want to be taking him on.
Third down, Old Abe's.
Ben Strayer on top is kind of that one-on-one coverage. Let's see if they run him on a fade route.
Gunlock deep down the near sideline, just out of the reach of Carter Jager.
Yeah, good coverage right there, though. They had over the top and underneath, kind of bracketed him. That would have taken out one heck of a catch to come up with that one.
So given down and distance here, we expect the Abes to go for it and try to get that first down. They'll have to get it just inside the 27-yard line, basically the 26 and a half. We'll put Jager wide right. You got Strayer in the slot right. Zuliger wide to the left.
Gunlock's done well on the quarterback keep.
Wheel route, throwing it deep, and intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone.
You know what? If you're Memorial, you'll take that. I mean, that's an 18-yard difference. If he knocks that down, Rapids going to start at the 38, but instead he picks it off in the end zone. Rapids has to start from their 20. So nothing wrong with going deep on that one to see if he can come up with a miraculous catch.
Carter Karbowski on the interception. Abes took their shot, but it was Karbowski making a nice play. Ball had a little too much air under it. If that's thrown on the line, it's a good chance their Abe's receiver can run under that one. But it's the interception. The first down, Wisconsin Rapids. They start at their own 20, leading by a point. 4 minutes, 31 seconds left in this third quarter. Some confusion in the backfield.
Play. He's going to throw it away.
Boy, that was well done by Owen Richardson, the quarterback.
There is a flag.
There was some definite miscommunication there. He turned one side looking for his ball carrier. There's nobody there. He looked the other way and then said, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, another holding call here against Rapids. But again, you just look at how many times Owen Richardson has bailed his team out offensively, whether it be avoiding sacks or just getting rid of the ball, throwing it out of bounds when he needs to. He's just played real smart tonight. The only mistake he made, obviously, was that interception down here in the end zone that cost him points. But other than that, he has really played smart.
So now the line of scrimmage is the 10. First and 20, Wisconsin Rapids. Richardson throwing deep and incomplete. Trying to get it on that far side to Cohen Lehman. Jake Locken on the coverage.
Yeah, better job by the Old Abes again, knowing down and distance, knowing 20 yards. So they're not pressing up on the guys. They're kind of giving them a little room and then reacting to the throw in the air.
Clock stops on the incompletion. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go here, third quarter. I got a feeling, Sparks, this one's going down to the wire.
I would agree with you 100%.
Just has that feeling.
Yeah. Twins both ways here.
Brooks remains at running back. Battle for the football. It's incomplete. Ben Strayer on the coverage for Memorial. Trying to get it to Bryson Spranger.
I think that was Ryan Schultz on the blitz, or that Moretto again. Moretto coming off the edge, just stuck him as he released it. He went down in a pile, but he got it off, and then Moretto helps him back up. I like that, because then you're showing, you know what, I'm going to help you back up so I can do it again.
So 3rd and 20 for Wisconsin Rapids.
Well, I think if you're Rapids, you got to play it safe here. A little screen, maybe a draw.
We'll keep Brooks in the backfield. He will block. Richardson out of his own end zone. Steps up, throws. Incomplete. J.D. Weiland was in the general vicinity, but Richardson just never had time to set and throw that one.
Yet again, that penalty just crushed their drive. You know, you put the Rapids in that 1st and 20 situation, and yeah, they can throw the ball, but they're not really that adept at throwing the ball. As you can see right there, 0 for 3 on that series. But, you know, again, you just shoot yourselves in the foot. We talked about that in pregame. You know, Rapids can move the football if they don't beat themselves.
Ben Strayer back to receive this punt.
Short one.
He'll signal for the fair catch. And Memorial will start this drive at the Wisconsin Rapids 42-yard line. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So Eau Claire Memorial trailing by a point, but great field position here to begin this drive.
Yeah, Memorial's got to do something on this one. You're on their 42-yard line to start this drive, so you're basically at 4-down territory right out of the gate. They definitely want to put points on the board this drive.
Zuliger split out to the left. Jager in motion. Fake it to him, give it to Zach Johnson. Takes it inside the 40. They'll give him forward progress down to the 39.
Yeah, not much there. Good job by them closing up that hole. Looked like he had something initially, but only pickup of 2. Brooks on the tackle again.
Gunlock to the near side, incomplete. Wanted Jackson Zuliger. That pass sailed a bit. Third down for Eau Claire Memorial.
Just curious if they don't want to go with Gunlock on that draw again. Little QB draw has been successful a couple times tonight.
Gunlock to the near side. Caught. Zuliger inside the 30.
Good job by Zuliger pressing that D-back. Press him, make him drop, and then he comes back for it. That's a nice pitch and catch. Easy first down.
Hudson has gone up 34-3 over Superior. Raiders looking to improve to 6-1 overall, 4-1 on the Big Rivers. Gunlock throws.
Same route.
Zuliger again.
Keep taking it until they take it away. Pick up a 7 on that one.
Big one at Carson Park tonight. Regis has now taken a 14-7 lead over Mondovi. Zach Johnson. Penalty marker thrown.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to see who the hold call is when they throw the flag on top of the offensive lineman as he's laying there.
Talk about adding insult to injury.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like, oops.
Yeah, by the way, that flag hit you, the hold's on you. So now that'll move it back 10 yards from there. So, again, a self-destruct.
What do the old linemen always say, Sparks? You want to be anonymous.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
If
you don't
you
want
never
your
hear
name
my
called.
number, you know I did all right. Yeah.
Hey, we'll try to give them the shout-outs when something, play goes for a good distance. You got to give those old linemen credit. Here's Gunlock. Short pass. Zuliger again. Gets it down to the 20.
Yeah, gets him in manageable here. 3rd and 5.
Well, and I like the adjustment by Memorial to go shorter because they've gone deep. So those D-backs have to be playing back and give those receivers room. Here's Gunlock. All kinds of time. Throws to the far sideline. He's got a man. It's caught.
And that'll be enough for a
first down yardage. It's Velchek with the reception.
Assuming he spots him where he caught it. Wow. And you can hear the crowd. They're not happy. But he's going to get the first down still. Yeah, the old Abe fans. Oh, there we go. There's the adjustment. Initially, he was standing about the 17-yard line. He's trying to mark it there. Then he did move up 2 yards, and that's a good spot right there.
Abe's keep it on the ground with Zach Johnson.
Yeah, they're going to go tempo here.
Weiland on the tackle for Wisconsin Rapids. Quickly to the far side, Ben Strayer. Strayer lunging forward. Stays in bounds, but inside the 10. Bring up a 3rd, and let's call it a long 3 for the old Apes.
Yeah, Collins on a great open field tackle. You're trying to get that ball to Strayer, and he's simply one-on-one. He's got to break that tackle or make him miss. Collins is up to the challenge.
Mason Lauscher enters as the running back. He gets the handoff. Mason Lauscher dives into the end zone for the Old Abe's touchdown.
Even on one leg, they're going to give him the football. He is such a load. He is averaging 7 yards a carry this year. But he's just been battling the injuries and battling ankle. And they're like, hey, give us one play right here, and he does.
Mason Lauscher, 4-yard TD run. The Old Abe's back in the lead. 19-14. And they bring on Kellen Brown for the PAT. Strayer is the holder. Kick on the way. And it's no good.
Pushed it left.
Pushed it to the left. So it's a 5-point lead for Eau Claire Memorial with 1:21 to go in the quarter. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
We are back at Eau Claire Memorial High School. A 4-yard TD run for Mason Lauscher. Coming with 1:21 remaining. That's 19-14 Memorial. Remember, Old Abe's on their first touchdown went for 2, didn't get it. Now they try the PAT, and that wasn't good. So Abes have left a couple points out there.
Yeah, they've left 3 points off the board. They wish they had.
But you're back in the lead, and you answered the Wisconsin Rapids drive with one of your own.
Absolutely. And again, let's go back to what is the most Rapids has scored in the game this year? 14 points. And that's what they're sitting on now. So they have yet to put any more points than 14 up. So right now, the challenge, it goes back to Rapids to try to do something they haven't done all year.
Kellen Brown with the boot. Good coverage by the Old Abe's.
Excellent.
Latrell Rogers looked like he had some space. He tried to make a cut, and the Old Abe's coverage team converged.
Yeah, Chase Schultz and Oliver Velchik, they're converging for the tackle.
So Wisconsin Rapids will start this drive right at its own 20-yard line. Richardson throws incomplete.
Ooh, not a bad ball, just through the hands.
Little bit high for Shalinsky. It's going to be hard for him to come down with that one because he took a pop right as that pass arrived. Jake Locken on the coverage.
Yeah, it was a good route. Had him there on that deep one.
It's interesting, Sparks, is Wisconsin Rapids does not have Sawyer Brooks out there. Running back is 21, Chase Geathers. To the far sideline and caught. Cohen Lehman on the reception.
Well, yeah, you want Lehman obviously to be out there as a receiver if you're going to throw it. So you don't want him in the backfield. And if Brook needs a break, you just need somebody back there to block and protect.
Try to keep an eye on that far sideline. Obviously, Sawyer Brooks so important to what Wisconsin Rapids does on both offense and defense.
Yeah, big play here. Third and two here.
Old Abe's fans trying to make some noise. Keep it on the ground. Geathers is wrestled down.
He's going to get it. No, he's short.
Yeah, they mark him down at the 30.
Yeah, I was thinking they had to get to the 30, but they had to get to about the 32 really for that first down. So it's going to be fourth and a long one or a short two here, which again goes back to what you're saying. Where's Sawyer Brooks? Right? I mean, is he hurt? Is he resting?
I see him standing on the sideline talking to one of the coaches.
Yeah, I mean, that's the load you want to have carrying the ball.
He's got his helmet on for whatever that's worth.
Well, then I think Richardson's got to take it here.
We'll put trips out to the right. The reset with Shalinsky, and it's a quick kick.
They're looking for a good roll out of this, but they're not going to get it.
That ball checked up.
Like your pitching wedge right there.
I was going to say, that's a Dave Sparger 9-iron right there.
That's all the further it goes.
Okay, maybe a Jake Sparger 9-iron. He plays a lot of golf.
Oh, does he ever?
Yeah.
I guess.
So the Old Abe's defense with a stand. Now the Eau Claire Memorial offense will take over at the 36.
With just 8 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Ball is placed at the 36-yard line. First and 10.
Gunlock rolling out. Here comes the pressure. Gunlock tried to get that to Velchek along the sideline, but incomplete. We're down to 1 second remaining, so this will be the last play, barring a defensive penalty.
Yeah, interesting call right there on first down. Trying to roll him out there and flood that zone. Unable to find anybody.
Well, Sawyer Brooks is back on the field. He's playing linebacker now for Rapids.
Yeah, he must have just needed a break.
Zach
Good run right there on
Johnson
second
on
down.
The carry, gets it across the 40 out to the 41, and that's it for quarter number 3. Eau Claire Memorial 19, Wisconsin Rapids 14. Keep it right here. Fourth quarter coming up right after this on Zaleski Sports.
I referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here from Eau Claire Memorial High School. homecoming at Memorial, and a big crowd being treated to a really interesting game tonight between Eau Claire Memorial and Wisconsin Rapids. Old Abe's leading the Red Raiders 19-14 as we start the fourth. Abe's looking at a 3rd and 5 from their own 41. Aaron Gunlock throws near side, incomplete.
Just a little short, couldn't quite get it to him. So you got to believe they're going to quick kick out of this one. Keep working to get Rapids deep in their zone.
Intended receiver Jackson Zuliger.
Yeah, if that gets there, it's enough for a first down. They're just going to go regular punt, it looks like. Regular punt formation.
Gunlock will be standing at his own 31-yard line. A rugby-style kick.
Again, the Old Bay fans think they touched it, but again, to no avail.
Jacob Moretto scooped that one up. Yeah, that was a interesting punt, and it turned out pretty well from the Memorial standpoint.
Yeah, I like that rollout. Give the old rugby kick. It usually gets you a nice, good roll. I was almost wondering as he rolled out if he wasn't peeking to see if he could pick up the first down. But smart decision there just to kick it down there and let your defense go back to work.
That would be the run-punt option.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, again, at this phase of the season, you're looking for a win. Why not? Pull out all the stops. So Wisconsin Rapids takes over at its own 22. Plenty of time left.
Yeah, big drive here for Rapids, looking to put something together again.
Just 13 seconds into this fourth quarter. That time, Richardson had it right in the gut of Sawyer Brooks and then pull it out at the last second.
Yeah, that one got blown up at the point of the exchange. And great job by Richardson pulling it out and getting upfield for 6.
Yeah, again, two guys that have played a lot of football together. Richardson, the junior, Sawyer Brooks, the senior. 2nd and 4 now for Wisconsin Rapids. Richardson, short pass, far side, incomplete. Tried to get it over to Bryson Spranger, who's been the favorite receiver in this game for Richardson. Strayer on the coverage for the Old A's. 3rd and 4 now for the Red Raiders. He's looking for a defensive stop, the crowding line of scrimmage. Here they come on the blitz. Richardson throws over the middle, nearly intercepted.
Strayer reads that one from the weak side, undercuts that one, almost intercepts it.
Nice job, Ben Strayer. Jacob Mansell was the intended receiver. And you're right, Sparks. Strayer saw that, undercut it. Check that. That was Spranger, the intended receiver. So, fourth down now for Rapids.
And it goes back again to where he was trying to throw it. He's rolling to his left. He wanted to throw it back across the field. And that's a lot of times when those get picked, it's a dangerous play. Well, let's see if they end up quick kicking out of this or actually go for it. You'd have to think they're kicking this.
Movement, and the Abe's jump.
But it's going to be, it'll be enough for a first down. There's the break they were looking for.
Yeah, they went hard count. They had a little window dressing with Shalinski going in motion.
Yeah, big penalty there against the Old Abes. And I'm almost positive the Raiders had no intentions of running a play. They were just simply going to quick kick that one, but they got them to draw offsides.
Drive continues. Line of scrimmage is the 34. Ken Shalinski in motion.
Here comes the reverse.
They run the reverse, and he's got a lot of room on that far sideline. Big time carry, Latrell Rogers.
Good call right there from the Rapids offensive coordinator. You've had a lot of hard flow, and you just come back with that reverse, get the Old Abe's flowing hard. A lot of room to run.
The gain by Rogers brings the ball out to the 50. Heck of a battle tonight between the Red Raiders and the Old Abes. Just under 11 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Richardson's going to pitch it.
Missed tackle.
And again, it's Latrell Rogers. This time he takes it down to the 41.
Yeah, one of those little flip forwards is technically a pass. So he's got a full head of steam as he comes off that edge. He breaks out one tackle, picks up 9.
Moretto on the tackle to prevent the first down, but Wisconsin Rapids now has it in Memorial territory at the 41.
And they're putting together a nice drive again. They've already had 2 tonight. They're trying to make it a 3rd.
Trips to the near side. Rogers going in motion.
Here's that option to the short
Richardson
side.
on the pitch.
Nothing.
Sawyer Brooks.
Well, it might be just enough for the first.
Depends on the spot. Schultz on the tackle. Seemed that
And they'll give it to him first, yep.
Brooks had enough momentum going forward before he was knocked out. So, another first down for Wisconsin Rapids. They've got it on the Eau Claire Memorial 40. Cohen Lehman split out wide to the right. Shalinski in the slot right. Spranger split out to the left. Richardson under pressure. Throws that out of bounds. Getting chased that time by Kane Lyons.
Yeah, Lyons is a big guy, but he can run. He was chasing him down. Good pressure initially. Brought in there by Jepson again.
So it's 2nd and 10 now for Wisconsin Rapids. Richardson throwing the deep ball. Strayer back there in coverage. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. Strayer right in his hip pocket and overthrown.
Cohen Lehman was the intended receiver. Abes had brought in Hayden Feltz to be the corner on the near side. Or he was at least on the last play. Now they've subbed back in Zuliger. I thought the Red Raiders might take a shot because they had Spranger out to that near side. 3rd and 10, Wisconsin Rapids.
If you're Rapids, you don't have to get all 10. Just get some of it back so you can go for it on 4th.
Richardson has time. Wheel route. Caught.
Oh, did he hang on to that? Wow. Great hands out there.
Caden Shalinski.
Shalinski going up with 2 hands, gets stuck just as he catches it and is able to reel it in and keep control. Great catch, keeps the drive alive.
All the way down to the Memorial 26. Yeah, Shalinski came out of the backfield on that wheel route, and he was open. Ball kind of hung up. Shalinski took a good pop, but nicely done to hang on to that one. Give his team a first down. Here's Richardson. Deep ball near side. He's got a man. Caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Wisconsin Rapids. Latrell Rogers.
Rogers on a great fade route. Pressed him inside. Left a lot of room on the outside to loft that ball in. Perfect pass on that fade for the touchdown.
Boy, Latrell Rogers has made an impact on this drive.
He sure has. They've gone to him a couple of times. Stepping up big when they needed him.
So leading 20-19, Wisconsin Rapids will go for 2.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? You want to get up 3 here.
Owen Richardson will bring him out of the huddle. Sawyer Brooks to his left. Shalinski in motion. Penalty marker down. Richardson in trouble. Richardson still running. And he's taken down inside the 5, but let's check on this penalty.
I'm going to guess it's probably an illegal formation. So that flag came out on the snap, but they didn't stop the play. And if that is the case, the Old A's will obviously decline, and 2-point conversion will not count.
Legal formation, offense. The penalty is applied.
And that's what it is.
Try is no good.
The try is no good. So good stop there by the Old A's to keep it a 1-point lead.
9:14 to go, fourth quarter. Wisconsin Rapids 20, Eau Claire Memorial 19. We've got a good one going here. Stick around for a fantastic finish right here on Zaleski Sports.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Back and forth we go here at Eau Claire Memorial High School. Wisconsin Rapids on a TD pass from Owen Richardson to Latrell Rogers. 20-19 Red Raiders.
And don't forget, that was on a 3rd and 10. So good execution there by Rapids. And again, this is something they have not done yet this year. Their highest output on offense has been 14 points, and they were trailing 19-14, and boy, did they put together a nice drive right there. So now they get up on the scoreboard, and they're up 20-19.
A's have had a couple of good returns. They could certainly use one here. And it's a pooch kick. Abe's come up and get it. And they'll get it out to the 40. Good alert play by the Old Abes. Let's see who came out of the bottom of that pile.
Schultz, yeah, I thought it was Schultz. They didn't want to say anything to her.
Yeah.
Real nice job. They picked it up and had a nice little shifty move there to get a good return. And like you said, Brad, another great job with field position for the Old A's out to the 41.
So Eau Claire Memorial takes over at its own 41. Aaron Gunlock has done an admirable job filling in at quarterback for the injured Marcus Holmberg. Has 2 long touchdown passes in this game. He throws to the near side. Zuliger, Jackson Zuliger, into Rapids territory, all the way down to the 41.
Boy, we talked about that play earlier, how it becomes a one-on-one out there on the perimeter, and Zuliger makes him miss. And that's exactly what that play is designed to do. You have to beat him to get the yardage, and he did.
Zuliger wide right. Velchek slot right. Gunlock on the keeper. Inside the 40, inside the 35.
Nice job by Gunlock there. That's the 2nd or 3rd time tonight now. They've gone with that little ride, and he pulls and keeps. Again, he's a good runner.
2nd and 3, Old Abes. They'll keep it on the ground. Zach Johnson pushing forward.
About a yard shy of the first down.
Down to the 32. Bring up a 3rd and short. And
bring in
right
Lauscher.
On cue, here comes Mason Lauscher, number 99.
Yeah, he's your big back.
And he's got the carry. Mason Lauscher falling forward.
Should have just enough, but
they get him down at the 31. And the white hat says first down.
Yeah, that time Lauscher had to make a cut, and it was hard on that bad ankle, and he kind of lost his and slipped, but again fell forward for the first down.
From the 31, Zach Johnson gets to the edge.
We're going to hold on the
Cuts
edge.
Inside. Penalty marker down.
Couple of them, yeah. Johnson bounced it around the edge, and so they're going to get a hold on the left tackle that time.
Holding. Offense, number 52. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
So the Old Abe's backed up. Line of scrimmage now the 39 of Wisconsin Rapids.
Hold up 1 sec.
Gunlock. They're going to set up this screen, but Moretto is chopped down. Great play by Oakley Plus, the linebacker.
Yeah, that one was easily sniffed out. You could just see how Gunlock was retreating extremely quick. I mean, he didn't set up. He was just backpedaling. Pretty easy for those linebackers and outside linebackers to read that was a screen. So they lose a couple more yards on that one.
Second and long for Memorial. Gunlock with time. Now he's going to run. Somehow breaks free. And he's taken down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's why, again, I had mentioned earlier that I set up that little quarterback draw because he can read that and scramble and get through there. And he did this time. Obviously, he was looking to throw it and then tuck and ran, so a great pickup there. Make it 3rd down and 9 as the Old Abes have an injured player.
And that's the center, Jack Model. While they tend to him, we'll take a timeout. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Back at Eau Claire Memorial, Jack Model, the center, getting a nice round of applause from the homecoming crowd.
Yeah, it looks like he has an ankle injury, so what the Old Abes will do, move the right guard, Dylan Landy, to center, and then they'll bring in number 74, Malachi Simmons, to play that guard position.
Simmons has seen time on both the O-line and D-line for the Old Abes. That quarterback run by Gunlock got the Abes down to the 30-yard line. They're looking at a 3rd and 9. Strayer goes in motion. Gunlock under pressure. Aaron Gunlock throws, and it's
Moretto
caught.
Got it.
Wow. Zach Johnson.
Oh, Johnson out of the backfield.
Coming out of the backfield. Boy, talk about helping out your quarterback.
That's a great play by him. Johnson slipping out and he got his hand up. He was waving at him. It was open. A big play here on 4th. And now they get the penalty.
Yeah, Rapids trying to time that snap count, and they had a player jump across. So Old Abes will get a freebie there, a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, they return the favor. Same thing the Old Abes did last drive for Rapids.
So line of scrimmage now the 18. 1st and 10, Memorial. Zach Johnson trying to bounce it outside. He gets tripped up. Pete Steinhoffel got a hand out there to bring down the ball carrier.
Yeah, nothing inside, got bottled up, so you're right. He tried to bounce it and couldn't get anywhere on that one.
Oakley Plus there as well for Wisconsin Rapids. It's a loss of a yard, 2nd and 11 now. Zach Johnson trying to bounce it outside, keeps going inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, great spin move inside right there. Ran into the pile, spun off it to get field and get about 6 or 7 on the play.
Old Abe's doing a lot of running on this drive. They've been able to chew up a little clock. Zach Johnson again. He's got a hole. Zach Johnson inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, Eau Claire Memorial.
Well, now the big thing here, though, is can the Old Abe's finish a drive in the red zone? We saw this when they played North, and they needed to have a touchdown, and they came up just inches short.
That's Strayer wide left, Zuliger slot left.
He's got him open in the middle.
Caught at the goal line and taken down right inside the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I saw him crossing over the middle, had him a little better pass. He'll catch that and just walk in, but he had to reach down to get it.
Jacob Moretto making a really nice catch. Pulled that one right off the turf, and here comes Mr. Mason Lauscher.
Got to bring the hammer in here. But again, they're going to come out of pistol, which I'm not a fan of.
They're going to line up Lauscher. Now they're going to move him to the left of Gunlock. Lauscher.
Stuffed.
Oh, met right at the line of scrimmage and thrown back.
Yeah, good penetration right there.
And a timeout taken. And we'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
I think you still pound it. Back at Eau Claire Memorial High School, Old Abe's looking at a 3rd and 3. 3rd and goal, we should say, from the 3. Zach Johnson back at running back for Memorial. Gunlock to the end zone's got a man. Caught by Ben Strayer.
Wow, Gunlock couldn't have thrown that up there any better. They pressed the inside with both those receivers, left a lot of space in that corner of the end zone, and Gunlock just laid it out there into the corner. Beautiful pass, and Strayer brings it in, gets his kick, and keeps his feet in bounds.
25-20, Eau Claire Memorial in the lead with 4:31 to go.
And they'll go for 2 here.
Yeah, trying to get this to a 7-point margin. Abe's coaches signaling in the play. They're going to operate from the right hash. We got Zuliger to the right. Gunlock rolling left. Pressure coming to the back of the end zone, and it's caught.
Wow, whistled it in there. It's
Oliver Velchik on the reception. 2-point conversion is good, and Eau Claire Memorial leads at 27-20 with 4:31 remaining. Back with the end of this one right here on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Eau Claire Memorial has regained the lead, 27-20 over Wisconsin Rapids. Just got a final on the New Richmond-Menominee game. The Tigers, after dropping 2 in a row, take it out on the Mustangs 26-0.
And that's got to be the shocker of the night right there.
Well, here's another one. Regis gets a 36-yard Hail Mary to beat Mondovi 27-22.
Oh.
After being down by a point. Wow. Great action. Up
great
in Rice
games.
Lake, another good one up there. Warriors on top of River Falls 28-27. That was with 7:23 remaining. And we get a good one here. High school football. Tell you, it's one of your best entertainment values.
Red Raiders have got 4:31 on the clock, and they still have 2 timeouts. So plenty of time to put a drive together.
Back deep, they've got Caden Shalinsky and Latrell Rogers. This is going to be Rogers. Accelerates, and he brings it across the 40.
Well, what's the first thing the Raiders needed was field position, and they got it all the way out to the 41.
Ledwikowski on the tackle, and hey, Rogers, boy, what an impact he has made.
Great
in the second half.
Yeah,
he's been fantastic. So the Red Raiders, trailing by 7, will have it at their own 41. 4:23 remaining.
And they'll have Sawyer Brooks in the backfield.
They have 2 timeouts remaining. Abe's crowding line of scrimmage. Lehman will split out to the far side now. Richardson in trouble, throws it away. There's nobody there.
Because there is nobody there. The flag will drop. They just got to talk, communicate a little bit, and then the flag will come. There it is.
Yeah, it was the old lineman, number 60, Wyatt Youngworth, was the only guy anywhere near that football wearing a right jersey.
And that is a big call right there. Loss of down and a spot foul. So this creates a 2nd and about 18. Check that a little bit more.
Yeah, all the way back to the 25.
Yeah, 2nd and 26 right here. Richardson couldn't find the swing route on that top side who he had open because he was looking this way and just threw it away, but it was costly.
To the near side, Spranger. Rogers slot to the right. Richardson under pressure, throws near sideline. Incomplete. On the coverage for the Old Abe's, Jackson Zuliger, and boy, he's trying to get his wind back.
Yeah, Zuliger, great job on the coverage.
Bryson Spranger was the intended receiver. I think Zuliger fell right on the football.
Yeah, 3rd and 26 here. Now the thing here for the Old Abe's, you just got to get a stop. If it's going to be 4th and real long, the Raiders have to punt it, right? The Red Raiders have to punt it, give it back to, and then use their timeouts to stop the clock.
Yeah, you got to be aware if you're the defense, down in distance. Got to realize that Rapids will have to get it to the Memorial 49-yard line to get a first down.
Yeah, secondary's playing looser here.
Richardson
good
has
pressure.
Time. Hit as he thrown. It's a good football, and it's incomplete.
Oh, he almost came down with that, Brattle.
Wow, in triple coverage.
13?
Mansell,
13.
yeah, Jacob Mansell.
Well, that's who they've been going to. That's their go-to guy in the deep stuff, and he almost came down with that. But this time now, the Red Raiders will have to punt it away. So the Aliens will have the football with a chance to put it away just by running out the clock.
Abe's are going to play this like they're defending a normal play.
Yeah, they won't even field this punt, or they probably shouldn't.
Blocked! The kick is blocked.
Into the end zone.
Into the end zone.
Out,
and out
safety.
of the back of the end zone. safety for the Old A's. Keen Lions on the block.
Lions with a huge play. That puts the Old A's up 9. And the Red Raiders have to kick it to them. That should seal the deal. 2-score game for the Old A's.
Kane Lions coming in on the block. It was a one-hop snap.
Yeah, the Old A's were just playing defense. They were just going to kind of play it safe. And Kane Lyons just busted through there, did a great job with his angle, put that big paw up, and he blocked it.
Wow. We figured we would be entertained tonight, Sparks, and we have been.
We have had it all. We've had it all. A couple of onside kicks, trick plays, punt block there. I mean, it's come right down to the wire.
And this coming with 3:57 remaining. My goodness.
So now Rapids will have to send this away from their own 20-yard line. And Memorial is going to take their hands team out there because obviously they need to go for an onside kick here.
Tom Westcott, the Memorial head coach, is chatting with the officials, making sure all his players are deployed, and he's telling them, okay, everyone's got to come up.
Yeah, this is something they haven't probably worked on a whole lot. That, you know, after a safety, it's going to be kicked at the 20. So they've got to move their hands team way up, and they'll put Strayer back just by himself, and everybody else is going to crowd that ball a little bit and make sure they recover it.
And if you're Rapids, you can either kick it off like a kickoff or you can punt it.
Yeah, and he'll kick it off, because you want it to go on the ground and get that big hop on the second one. If you punt it into the air, all the Old A's have to do is fair catch it, and they can't get touched.
Jack Ackerman approaches the football, and he'll kick it deep.
Interesting. You're 2 scores down.
Ben Strayer on the return. Ben Strayer breaks free. He's
going to have a hold behind the play
inside
here.
the 35, but yep, we got penalty markers on the field. Preliminary indication holding on the Old A's, but they will have the football with 3:51 remaining and leading 29-20.
And that holding would happen way behind the play. A couple blocking the backs, and you know what that was simply because they kicked it deep. The Old A's were chasing deep, and we're getting the Old A's or getting the Rapids guys pushed in the back. So really what you had to do there was Strayer probably should have just caught that, run a little bit, and gone down. One, it also prevents a chance for a fumble, but he is not going to get the blocking because they're all chasing. But as you said, Old A's have got the football. They'll start from their own 45-yard line with a chance to run this out.
Red Raiders have 2 timeouts remaining. Gunlock will hand it off. Zach Johnson.
And there's their second time, and a late flag.
Sawyer Brooks on the stop for Wisconsin Rapids. It's a big penalty call here, Sparks.
Oh, that's the second one or third one tonight now. 2 unsportsmanlike and a personal foul. So that's 3 big penalties tonight against the Old A's. Again, you're just doing stuff to not help you win. I mean, all you had to do here was get a first down, and then you could kneel on it. Game over. But now you're going to end up running 2 plays and have to punt it back to them.
Low snap. Gunlock will keep it. Aaron Gunlock across the 40.
Great run again. Too bad he needed 30 yards to get there. Actually, he needed 25, but he picked up 15 on that one.
Weiland on the stop. 3rd and 10 now for the Old A's.
And they've got to hold off here because Rabbits did not use their timeout. And they still had 2 because of that penalty that stopped the clock.
Yeah, Abe's just taking their time. You can run this down.
Not sure why they don't use one here. You're just using up time. Again, you've got 2 scores you have to get. And you're just burning the clock here. Rapids use one here and use one at third. You're going to get the ball back with about almost 4 minutes left.
Hand off Zach Johnson. Bounces it outside. Zach Johnson.
Does he get the first? He does.
Out of bounds.
You don't want him to go out of bounds, but he got the first, and that is huge.
Takes it down to the 43-yard line of Wisconsin Rapids.
Well, give the Old Abe's credit. 2nd and 25. 2 plays later, they've got a first down on the ground.
From the 43 of Wisconsin Rapids.
Gunlock
on the keeper. Aaron Gunlock weaving his way. And he will have a first down for Eau Claire Memorial.
Well, Rapids has to start using timeouts here, and the problem is they're giving up too much yardage.
Yeah, I think it's twofold. One, you stop the clock. And 2, I think your defense might be a little gassed.
Yeah, you're exactly right. After chunking those big plays, and now those will continue to run the clock. This will get it down close to 2 minutes.
They might be waiting until it gets under 2 minutes, Sparks, and then I think we'll start seeing timeouts.
Yeah, they'll have to, right?
But the other issue for Wisconsin Rapids, you got to get the ball twice.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You're down by 9
you
points.
need 2 possessions, yeah.
Yep.
Good job of the Old Abe's using all that clock.
Zach Johnson's going to try to get
stay
wide.
In bounds.
He does that.
And there's the timeout for Rapids.
Taken down by his fellow number 5, Caden Shalinski. We'll step aside for 30 seconds as well. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Back here at Eau Claire Memorial High School. Old Abe's, minute 57 seconds away from notching their first win of the season. Memorial leading Wisconsin Rapids 29-20. Old Abe's football, 2nd and 13. Line of scrimmage is the Rapids 34-yard line. Wisconsin Rapids down to 1 timeout.
See if they go with Gunlock here again.
They'll hand it off to Zach Johnson. Johnson inside the 30.
Good run, and now Rapids will use their last timeout.
We will keep it here and talk about some strategy. Yeah, if you're Rapids, I think you're at that point where you got to start trying to tackle the football. You're going to look for a strip, anything to get your hands on that football and get it back to your offense.
Yeah, this whole possession is something they should have been trying to do, right? It's trying to stand them up and then let somebody else come in and rip it out. To no avail, as Old A's able to keep the ball tonight. In fact, I don't think they even have a turnover tonight. So a good job by them of taking care of possession of the football. You've got 3rd and 6 here. You've really got 2 plays for the Old Abe's to try to get a first down, which, again, we're looking at run and then a run again. Or even on 4th down, you could go play action because the clock's going to stop if you don't get the first down either way. So right here, you run the football. That chews up another, close to 35, 40 seconds. You're going to get down close to a minute. You go for it on 4th down. If you don't get it, hey, Wisconsin Rapids has to have the football on their own 25 with 2 scores and under a minute.
3rd and 6 for the Abes. Zach Johnson able to cover up the football. There's a collective gasp coming from
too much of a read.
Right
if you're going to give it to
them,
just give it to them. If you're going to keep, then don't even bother, right? Give a short ride, pull it, and tell them ahead of time, hey, I'm going to pull this, so don't grab it from me, and then take off. So right there, like I said, just too much right there for the Old Abes. Like you said, that gasp from the crowd, like what is going on in the exchange? That should have been predetermined, so who knew? So they knew who would have the football there.
So the Abes will let the clock run. They're looking at a 4th and 10.
Could use a timeout here.
And I think they will. Coach Westcott standing right next to the near side official.
Yep. Get down to 1, use the timeout.
There's the timeout, and it comes with 1:03 left. We'll step aside now, back in 30 seconds. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
All right, down to the final 1 minute and 3 seconds. Eau Claire Memorial leading Wisconsin Rapids 29-20. Abe's looking at a 4th and 10 from the Wisconsin Rapids 31-yard line.
In whatever play they run, the clock is going to stop because of change of possession. So it does open up the playbook a little bit. If the Old Abes want to try to throw this for a first down, they can. Otherwise, they'll try to keep it on the ground. Maybe a gunlock run here. And there's your throw.
Gunlock's got a man over the middle. It's intercepted.
Now they just
it's
simply have to make a
intercepted
play.
by the Red Raiders and knocked out of bounds is Caden Shalinski. Well, Shalinski did a great job reading the eyes of the quarterback. We do have a penalty marker down.
Yeah,
Two of them, in
fact. A couple
fact.
blocks in the back over here on the sideline. So that'll put Rapids back even deeper in the hole. But again, that's what we're talking about, right? It opened up the playbook to go ahead and throw it. Now, obviously, that wasn't a real good throw as it got picked off, but Rapids with the block in the back, so that'll pin them really deep. You're talking 54 seconds and 2 scores. Old Abs play loose, keep everything in front of them.
And try to keep guys in bounds.
Exactly, yeah.
And you know Rapids is going to try to work the sidelines.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the Old Abes do if they want to run 3 deep safeties or just 2. And it looks like they're going to run a cover 2 out of this.
Two
So
receivers either side.
Yeah, and they're going to keep coming with pressure. They're coming with 6 guys on this rush.
Richardson sets and throws. He's got his receiver on that far side, Bryson Spranger, who gets out of bounds with 47 seconds remaining.
That's the only problem. If you're going to come with 6 rushes, you got to get to them now, because otherwise you're going to have receivers open in that zone. Because you're obviously not going man-to-man right now. Too dangerous to get beat for a missed tackle. Really, the Old Abes should probably be rushing 4 and dropping everybody else here.
1st and 10, Wisconsin Rapids from its own 31. Richardson throws near side, and it's caught. A fingertip grab by Cohen Lehman. Lehman gets out of bounds. They will mark him out at the 44-yard line. Clock stops, 42 seconds remaining.
Yeah, again, they came with 5 on that pressure. It just leaves you thin in the secondary. You know, personally, I think just that 4-man rush, get your outside linebacker to drop in that flat. You can have another, corner, your other inside linebacker play the other flat and quit allowing these easy throws to the sides here.
Again, 2 receivers either side. They've got Sawyer Brooks in the slot to the near side. Richardson got all kinds of time directing traffic, throwing it deep, and in traffic, it's incomplete.
It took a while for that call. Jump ball, and that was pretty much up for grabs for anybody. It just falls to the turf.
Bryson Spranger a little shaken up, but he lobbied his coaches and said, no, I'm staying in.
31 seconds.
Yeah, enough time ticked off. We're down to 31 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10, Wisconsin Rapids from their 44.
Old Abe showing pressure this time. And they're coming.
Richardson steps up, throws one, but that sails out of bounds, and he was under duress.
And that's what we're talking about. If you're going to bring 6, you have to get to him. He cannot set his feet and make a throw. We got a late flag here. I got a feeling this is going against Rapids.
Cohen Lehman was the intended receiver.
Now, this will be the first one of the night.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense
Oh.
number 6.
Again, against the Old Abe's, folks. That is 4 tonight. And again, it was 3rd and long, and they just gave another first down. Old Abe showing lack of discipline tonight. 4 personal fouls tonight.
You know that's going to be addressed when this team gets together and looks at video. 41-yard line of Memorial. Rapids has it. 1st and 10. 25 seconds remaining. It's a 9-point margin. This one is not over. Abe's pressure coming. Richardson hit as he throws, incomplete.
Good effort there from Richardson to try to get it back there. Just missed. Down to 19 seconds. Old Abe's doing a nice job in the secondary of really kind of keeping things in front of him. Nobody's gotten behind him yet.
Coming down to the wire on this homecoming night at Eau Claire Memorial. 2 teams battling back and forth, each trying to pick up its first win of the season. Trips to the near side. Latrell Rogers on that far side. Pressure coming on Richardson. Hit as he throws. Nearly intercepted. Jackson Zuliger, I think he was thinking pick 6.
I think he was thinking run before he caught it. You're exactly right. All he had to do was stand there, catch the ball, and go down, and it's game over. But it's still going to leave it 3rd and 10. And again, only 14 seconds left. Old Abe's kind of philosophy is we're going to bring the house. We're not going to give you time to throw anything deep. Which would be interesting here. I guess if you're Raiders, I might throw a little screen action over here.
Yeah.
You got that much
something
pressure. Let's
over
get something.
the middle.
Yep, get it over
you would
that
have to
defensive
really
front.
hustle, though, because you're out of timeouts. You'd have to clock one.
14 seconds left. It would make it difficult, no doubt.
Quick throw, trying to come to the sideline, incomplete.
Well, that was their notion a little bit right there, right? Send 2 and have that sideline guy come back for it to pick up some of that yardage, but down to 11 seconds and 4th down.
It's come down to this. Old A's player on the sideline trying to get the fans all fired up, and the adults are standing, the students are standing.
Trying to pick up a huge homecoming win here in 2025.
4th down play with 11 seconds to go. Three receivers right, 1 left. Richardson. Pressure coming. Launches it deep. Jump ball down toward the end zone. It's incomplete. Old Abe's come up with the defensive stand. All they got to do is kneel it out, and they will pick up their first win of this 2025 season.
A great job by the D-backs right there, the Old Abe's, playing that jump ball. It was just kind of a Hail Mary. Didn't try to catch it, didn't try to do anything fancy. Just reached up there and started swatting at it, and it fell harmlessly to the ground.
So the Abe's will just have to kneel this one out. And they will come away with the win. Hard-fought win against Wisconsin Rapids. There's the snap. There's the kneel down, and that is it. Eau Claire Memorial into the win column. 29-20. Sparks, we figured we would be entertained, and we sure were. Eau Claire Memorial picking up the win.
Yeah, great job by both teams tonight. Just battled right to the very end. Wisconsin Rapids able to put up 20 points tonight, the most they've done all year. Old Abe's, however, able to answer with a late drive to get ahead, and then the huge block punt for the safety.
Yeah, that really gave the
everything.
Abes just that little extra bit to know that, all right, it's going to take 2 scores to beat us. It was a 13-7 Memorial lead at the half. Owen Richardson hooked up with J.D. Weiland as tight end on a 19-yard touchdown toss. Jack Ackerman kicked the PAT to make it 14-13 Wisconsin Rapids. That coming with around 7.5 to go in the third. Mason Lauscher then a 4-yard TD run. That coming with 1:21 left. That put Memorial in the lead 19-14. Fourth quarter, Wisconsin Rapids. Owen Richardson, a 34-yard touchdown toss to Latrell Rogers to make it 20-19. Memorial with 4 minutes, 31 seconds remaining. Aaron Gunlock, 3-yard pass to Ben Strayer for the TD to make it 25-20, and then a very important 2-point conversion. Gunderson to Oliver Velchek to make it 27-20, and then on Wisconsin Rapids' ensuing drive, it was Kane Lyons blocking a punt that went out of the back of the end zone. That 2 points was big, 29-20, the final. Sparks, again, we were entertained. We figured, hey, you got 2 teams with nothing to lose, battling their hearts out. Congrats to both teams for playing with just tremendous intensity and passion tonight. Everything that was good about high school football. You can only have one winner, and tonight that's Eau Claire Memorial.
Yeah, they just did enough, right? They were able to play just a little sharper, got the big plays when they needed it, and give a lot of credit to Aaron Gunlock. The kid comes in. He hasn't played quarterback all season. First time he had to play it was last week. He's able to get all the reps this week in practice, and he comes out here. Again, last year's quarterback, so he's least familiar with it, but, boy, he put on a great show tonight. The lefty let it fly, a couple of touchdown passes, and he leads his team, the senior, Aaron Gunlock, to their first victory of the season.
So coming up next, the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or at NasonvilleDairy.com. That is coming up next, right here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, welcome back to Eau Claire Memorial High School. Old Apes picking up a win tonight, 29-20 over Wisconsin Rapids. They've got Aaron Gunlock, Ben Strayer, Jackson Zuliger. Aaron, let's start with you. How much difference was it this week knowing that you were going to get the start and you had a whole week to prepare?
It was really helpful. I could build a little bit of chemistry throughout the week in practice with my guys here, and it paid off in the game today.
The fact that you normally line up at wide receiver, that's got to help knowing where these guys are being.
Yeah, it's kind of knowing both sides there. It knows where they're going to be, where I got to throw it. It's an interconnection in that point.
Ben Strayer, you had 2 TD catches tonight. Did you have a feeling tonight that you were going to be able to hit some plays?
Yeah, we all came into this game just ready to go. We all had bright hopes for this game. We were firing, ready to go.
And Jackson Zuliger, how good does this feel? I mean, you guys have been close in a couple games. You get a homecoming win, first ever varsity win on this turf. How good is that?
It's just amazing. Like, all the fans that come out here, we've been so close so many times, but it just feels so good. Last home game, homecoming game, just to get it done, feels amazing.
All right, gentlemen, you're in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. You did this in baseball, so I'm going to hand that to you as soon as Dominic gives you the thumbs up.
I'm Aaron Gunlock.
I'm Ben Strayer.
I'm Jackson Zuliger.
And we're in the house!
Nice job, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Next week. Enjoy this
Thank
evening.
you.
All right,
Thank you very
guys.
much, sir.
Yeah, take care.
You. See you in Wausau.
All right. Mel, we're not making the trip, but good luck. All right, so that's going to do it for our webcast tonight. Next week, we've got the Crosstown Showdown in girls volleyball. That'll take place at the Doghouse. Dave Sparger and I will be there for that one. That's coming up Thursday night, 7 p.m. start, and we'll be back at Eau Claire North on Friday night, 7 p.m. Marshfield versus the Huskies. For my color commentator Dave Sparger, for Don Millay, our producer videographer, I'm Bob Bradovich saying good night from Eau Claire Memorial High School.